Okay, so I do want to wrap things up. It's been such a good conversation so far, like on many different levels. But if we could just kind of look back, no, and everything we talked about, your background, how many years you were in cosplay and gaming, and ending in this era of spirituality. Um, is there anything like you could look back on, and if you could tell like the Ashley from before, is there anything that for like advice on how to start, diba? How to do things a certain way or what? Maybe it could also help other people who are other young creatives who, are busy with whatever's in life, but
Mhm.
also want to do what you're doing, but now with the hindsight of spirituality, like what kind of advice could you give?
Okay, you know what? I actually don't have any advice. I would just say that everything you've had to go through and you're going to have to go through is all part of the plan. Like you need to experience everything that you have and you will experience because it's gonna be the catalyst for sure your evolution. So I guess I would like if I were talking to my younger self, I would just give her a hug and say it's gonna be all right and you're on the right track. Like every one of us, we're all on the right track. Walang tapon lahat ng pinagdadaanan natin.
Yes,
Oo.
for sure. Um, I was just reminded of one of my favorite like quotes from Dave Grohl. He would say like I read his autobiography the other like last year, and then one of the lines that jumped out, he would always say like, "Let your freak flag fly," diba? So
Yes.
and I guess as someone who's been in love with counterculture ever since, that girl was into anime as a kid, um, and now you're kind of, you're fully embracing who you are. Can you just talk to us about what it means to pursue like self love? Like how do you find that mastery of self love?
Um, it's actually more complicated than it sounds. Self-love because I mean if you would ask the normal person like, paano ba sarili mo? I'm sure like automatic, oh naman, tinitreat ko nga sarili ko sa spa, kumakain nga ako ng masarap na pagkain. Mahal ko sarili ko, but it actually goes deeper than that. It involves setting healthy boundaries. You're gonna have to um examine your life and um see if you've actually really been putting yourself first above anyone else. Like, do you actually prioritize your own happiness over other people? For example, if you want to take up fine arts, did you take up fine arts for yourself or was it for other people? Diba? Um, medyo maraming prompt questions for that eh. But if it's something that you're curious about and you want to know more about, mm, my community, the Pathways community, actually holds classes for that because it's really not as simple as it seems. The first time I took the class of the mastery of self-love, I was mind blown talaga na parang shocks. Akala ko mahal ko sarili ko, hindi pala. And it teaches you how to actually really, genuinely, truly love yourself unconditionally. Yeah.
Awesome. Ganda. Okay. Thanks for sharing that, Ash. And that sounded like very of like a personal journey for you. So really appreciate you sharing all this on the podcast, which I think was like exclusive, no? Sabi mo ngayon mo na napag-usapan to
Yes.
sa pod. And
Yes. So thank you so much for this opportunity, Gio. Kasi, yeah, I did mention off cam na this is the first time I'm talking about spirituality on a podcast. And I was so excited to do this because parang it's finally me coming out with this story. So thank you. Thanks for
great.
having
We're
me.
honored to have you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to close it off with a super light question, and that question is going back to gaming. What is your GOAT game? Kung mahirap masyado, top 1, kahit bigyan
Push.
mo top 3. What's Ashley Gossing Fail's GOAT game?
Damn. Ang hirap. Na.
Specific.
Pwede bang series?
Oh, sige, sige. Oh.
Okay, number 1, Final Fantasy series, Kingdom Hearts series, The Last of Us.
Oh, awesome.
Walang hierarchy. Pare-pareha silang tatlo.
Gets. Nice. Okay, sige, 1 out of 3 na ako dyan.
Yan eh.
Okay, Ash, thanks for being on the pod. Really enjoyed talking to you. Really
Thank
wish
you
you the
also.
best with your journey. Keep doing what you're doing, and yeah, take care.
Thank you, likewise.
It isn't unorthodox?
No.